I came to Alpha Sebastian's office, desperately hoping he would reconsider rejecting me. What he didn't know was that I was carrying his heir, but through the crack in the office door, what I saw froze me in place. There was my half-sister Annalise, sitting on his lap. "So, are you saying you never loved her in the past 3 years?" She laughed. "Not at all. I should have rejected her a long time ago," he replied coldly, sending a sharp pain through my heart. My vision blurred. After she and her mother took my alpha father away, now she's stolen my husband too. My marriage was nothing but a lie. I turned away and fled back home, my heart shattering. What a fool I was to think my pregnancy could save our bond. "I can't do this. I can't tell him about the babies. He will definitely take my children away." The next day, we went through the rejection ceremony as planned. "I, Zaia Toussaint, accept your rejection, Alpha Sebastian King." A soft whimper escaped my lips as I felt the last remnants of our bond break, and I was left in torment. My vision faded, and I turned to look at the man I once called my own. Our eyes met one last time before I succumbed to the pain. After everything ends, I will leave here with my mom forever. Sebastian's POV. 4 months had passed since she accepted my rejection and left the pack, and yet, I couldn't stop thinking about her. "Zaia, is it really that easy for you to let go of me?" My thoughts were interrupted when Beta Jai walked into my office, holding a file. "Seb, you need to see this. I got it from Zaia's doctor." My heart pounded as I stared at the file, my hands shaking. Positive pregnancy result. I quickly scanned the rest of the report. Pregnant, twins, high risk. I could barely choke out the words. Zaia's pregnant. With my babies? Zaia's POV. 4 months had passed since that day, and my belly had gradually grown bigger. Mom knew someone who had helped us create fake IDs, and we managed to get accepted into a new pack. But I knew this was just a temporary measure. For complete safety, I decided to contact my father. He had once been furious with me for wanting to marry Sebastian, and gave our pack to Annalise. But now that Annalise had Sebastian, it was time for me to take back what was rightfully mine. I'm sitting in the private restaurant room of a hotel. The door opens and I look up just as a man in a black suit steps inside. His copper-colored hair is several shades darker than mine, peppered with silver. "So you finally showed yourself," he declares. "Father," I say, bowing my head slightly. "Zaia, and to think I've been looking for you." There's irritation in his voice, and when he stares at my stomach, a frown furrowing his brow. "You're carrying his child?" he asks sharply. I look down before I motion for him to take a seat opposite me. "It's a long story, but yes, I am." "And he discarded you?" he asks, his eyes flashing with anger as he sits down. Annalise returned, and they want to be together, and that's fine. They can. Dad slams his fist onto the table, making the dishes rattle. "Does she know you're pregnant?" "Interesting. Is Dad really angry at his favorite daughter?" "She does know," I say quietly, "but I'm not here to complain about her. I have a proposal." "What may that be?" Dad asks, cocking a brow. "My proposal is, you only have 2 daughters, Annalise and myself, and you need to have an heir who can successfully run the pack." "But I am not someone who goes back on their word," he says, staring at me coldly. "I am not making you my heir. I was as good as dead to you, remember?" I tilt my head but wait for him to continue. When he doesn't, I speak. "Perhaps I'm not asking you to give me the inheritance or shares in your business. I want you to give me a chance to prove that I am capable. You may be angry at me, but you know that every pack in the country has a high level of respect for me. I, Luna Zaia King, have an excellent reputation. If I stand by your side, even more people will be willing to join hands with you." I continue. "I can't afford for him to deny me what I'm asking. Give me a window of time. If I fail, then I will walk away," I say quietly. I see him furrow his brows, and I know it's his thinking face. "Very well. You will be protected. I will make sure you have a place to stay, but you will be given 1 year after the birth of your children to prove you are capable. If not, you will be thrown from the pack, understood?" That's more time than I had expected him to give me. "Very well, that is fair," I nod. Eating a piece of my grilled chicken. "Excellent. I like that look in your eyes. Welcome back home, Zaia." He holds his hand out to me across the table. I place my hand on my stomach as I take his hand with the other and give it a firm shake. Home. Home is where my babies are. As for Sebastian, well, he will have a business rival, one that he didn't see coming.